The athletic director at Trumbull High School is Mike King. Mike, thanks for a few minutes of your time.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming.
Let's dive into the season. What are you looking forward to?
Today, getting started. Today is typically the best day of the year. Everybody comes with high expectations. They've been working all summer. They can't wait to get back with their friends and their teammates and have an official practice and go and see how the teams are going to work out and kind of dive into it. So, to be honest with you, this is my favorite day of the year.
Talk a little bit about Wendy. How does she help you out? I mean, she seems like Wendy is your secretary. How hard is it? It's such a big school, so many programs now. What does she mean to you?
Wendy's the boss.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention her last name. That was my bad.
Yeah, Mrs. Haslam she should be the athletic director, and I assist her. She's wonderful. She's my right-hand man, and she knows everybody and has been here forever and knows the routine. And I've asked her to take on some new responsibilities, and she's done so more than willingly. And she's great with the kids. She's great with the coaches. She's dealing with the parents all the time. She's a vital cog of this whole place.
Coming back again to Trumbull High, you feel a little more comfortable? Things a little bit running your way as an athletic director?
Yeah, it was funny because we had our coaches meeting with all the coaches the other night, and I walked in there saying, this time last year I didn't know anybody, and you guys all looked at me and were wondering what you're going to get. And now that we've had a year together, I think we're kind of on the same page, and we know each other, and we have some goals, and we're working towards them.
Mike, what do people not know about being an athletic director? One thing that folks might not know about it.
Probably just how large a scale this job is. I mean, the people probably have no idea all the intricacies that go into it and all the different responsibilities that we have. And at a school this size, we have over 1,000 athletes filling about 1,350 roster spots. So you have a lot of families that you're trying to work with. You have a lot of athletes that you're trying to help develop into responsible young adults and have a great high school athletic experience and help them move on to whatever their future endeavors are. And then just all the daily things that you're trying to do with manipulating schedules and officials and buses and working with teachers to get kids extra help and all the little things behind the scenes that most people just take for granted.
And the facilities, they're really good. We spent almost, a week, it feels like, over in the baseball stadium press box. Football stadium's outstanding. What kind of improvements are going on, if any, around here?
It's an interesting question. We are doing some things. We just purchased a very nice timing system for our pool with new touchpads and new scoreboard, which is great. We're working on a new scoreboard for the football field. We're about to start a project where we're going to relocate our JV softball field and make that situation much better, and then have a beautiful practice football field for the football team and have a nice throwing area in the spring for our track and field kids, which is going to be a big improvement. We are very spoiled here at Trumbull to have what most Fairfield County schools don't have, and that's acreage. I mean, we have a lot of space here. So we have good facilities, and we're always trying to make them better.
The communication level in the FCAC it's just so important between the athletic directors, and being a veteran there, when you have to make that schedule change and you have to call the guy over the JV game, over the freshman game. That's the whole thing. People forget that there's levels of sports within the sport, and you got to get the buses going in the right places and things like that. So what do you have to say about your fellow athletic directors and how you guys work together?
We're lucky. We're spoiled. The FCAC ADs work great together, and we help each other out, and we all know that there's certain conflicts that are going to come up or issues, whether it's a bus that was late or because we have a open house, back to school night type thing. We got to change everything, and things come up, and everyone's cordial. We work together, and I'll be honest with you, the internet's helped a lot. It's made things a lot easier for reaching out to a lot of people in a shorter period of time. When I started 14 years ago, if you changed the game at 1 o'clock because it started pouring, you were on the phone with 25 people. And now you're sending a few emails and everyone's interconnected, and it has made things a lot easier. But us working together as athletic directors is important because what goes around comes around, and everyone gets that. Everyone's going to be in a situation where something didn't go right or something's got to be changed last minute. And if, we all work together because we get it. That one day somebody's calling me saying they need help, the next day it's me calling them. So we make it work.
Mike King's one of the key people in the FCAC as well, played a great role in getting us involved on the HAN network, and we're grateful and we're looking forward to a great year.
This is exciting, and like you said, this was well over 6 months of work, a lot of behind-the-scenes things, meetings with Marty Hersom and the executive board and planning this out, and your guys' involvement. You've been working for a long time to make this whole thing happen, and I think the partnership with the FCAC and HAN is going to be so great for every community in Fairfield County. For these kids that, if their grandparents are living on the West Coast, to be able to view their games, and the community exposure and relationship, everybody's going to benefit. The kids are going to love it. The coaches are going to love it. Your viewership's going to love it. This is a win-win for everybody.
Mike King is the athletic director at Trumbull High School. We thank him for his time, and we're all set to look forward to a great season here at Trumbull High School on the HAN Network.